Creator God, on this day of celebration, we give thanks. Thanks for the rich inheritance we have received from this university, for the wisdom and encouragement of those who have opened our minds, challenged our perceptions, and enriched our learning, and for family and friends who have supported us and encouraged us to achieve our goal. For all this and more, we give thanks. Bless all our graduates as they journey forth from here to their different places and countries of work. Guide those who will use their skills to build a better world, with greater management and accountability of all its resources, that they may be able to observe, conserve, and improve the world around us. Give those who have the creativity to see the world differently the opportunity to help others express themselves and create the world anew. Strengthen those who will use their gifts of compassion and understanding to work for the common good of every community. And grant wisdom to those who will use their newfound wisdom to push back the frontiers of science in seeking to address the needs of our world, bringing health and healing, innovation and discovery wherever it is needed most. Bless all our graduates. May they meet each new opportunity with a bold and daring spirit, and may they find great happiness in all that they do. Amen. Please be seated.
Hello, I'm Ian Gillespie, Principal and Vice-Chancellor of the University. I wish I could be welcoming you here to a full graduation ceremony this summer in the splendour of the Caird Hall in Dundee. Sadly, the pandemic has made such a gathering impossible for the moment. And in fact, rather than the Caird Hall seeing you all walking across its stage wearing graduation gowns, at the moment, it's those who have just had their jabs walking across the Caird Hall because it's been turned into a vaccination centre for COVID-19. The fight against COVID has involved all of us, with the university's own amazing researchers being amongst those striving to find treatments for COVID-19, as well as trying to help society come to terms with the disease and live with it as part of our everyday lives. In incredibly important ways, each and every one of you has been in the front line of that war against COVID. Some of you have helped deliver essential healthcare to those in greatest need, either as part of your training or as volunteers. Many of you have had to balance the challenges of study with the responsibility of supporting others through this terrible pandemic, sometimes heartbreakingly physically distant from them. And all of you have made huge sacrifices keeping social distance from your friends and peers at a time when you would ordinarily be expecting to make the most of your remaining university days. So you have all been in the front line and winning the battle, and our thanks to you all. But despite the huge steps forward that we've all made in understanding and combating COVID, and the incredible contributions that you've made collectively and personally, we're not quite there yet, and sadly, we're still not at the point where we can routinely hold mass gatherings in a way we'd all like to, and certainly not indoors in halls like the Caird. So we're here. But we can't let the achievements of all of you, our newest graduates, pass without a celebration while we wait for that day of reopening to come. So as well as the sacrifices I've mentioned, more than anything else, you've all worked immensely hard over these past few years to achieve your degrees. And I want to join with all my colleagues across the university in offering you our wholehearted congratulations for that. It requires dedication and commitment to reach this stage in any year, let alone this past year. And you should be immensely proud of all that you've achieved. I can tell you now that everyone around you, family, friends, peers, and all of us at Dundee, surely are proud of you. The resilience and determination you've shown in attaining your degrees is really incredible. I really encourage you to reflect on that for a moment. And maybe give yourselves a really big hug. Our core mission at the university is to transform lives by the creation, sharing, and application of knowledge. To the fore of that are you, our graduates. In your time at the university, you'll have gained new knowledge and skills that you can now take out into the world. You'll have found new friends, possibly even friends for life, perhaps even partners. I hope your time at the university has equipped you to take the step into the next stage of your lives with confidence and a spirit of adventure, to be bold, to be creative, to be innovative, and to make your own impact. And on that theme of impact, of course, COVID-19 isn't the only challenge that the world is facing. You're the next generation who will put your minds, your wonderful minds, to help solving some of the big issues that we all face as a world. Our research makes an impact around the world, whether it's in measuring the impact of climate change on glaciers, making breakthroughs against diseases such as Parkinson's, or even finding out why it is we're prone to make worse decisions when we're hungry. I know that's the case for me. I was particularly delighted to see our university ranked top in the UK and fifth in the world, top in the UK and fifth in the world for climate action in 2021, in this year's edition of the Times Higher Education University Impact Rankings. These rankings have included more than 1,100 universities from 94 countries around the world. So this is really a fantastic and very notable result. Sustainability, of course, is a huge issue for all of us. It lies at the heart of our mission to transform lives locally and globally. So it's very encouraging to have your outstanding efforts, the outstanding efforts of all at Dundee, recognised in this way, in particular with the COP26 conference coming to Glasgow later this year. And as well as making an impact on the world, as Dundee changing the world, we're also bringing the world to Dundee. Our community is more than ever an international one. Our roots are distinctly Scottish, but we work on a global stage. And the global pandemic has presented major challenges, not just to our health, but also to our activities at home and abroad, and the challenges that students, particularly from overseas, have faced. But we remain deeply committed to offering an education to people from around the globe. We have students and staff who come to the university from around 150 countries. That's nearly 3/4 of the countries of the world. All are part of the strong sense of community that exists here. You'll have experienced this yourselves during your studies with us. And I hope you continue to feel part of it, part of that community in the years to come. Because at the University of Dundee, community is central to our identity. It is the heart of everything we do, and our graduates remain an essential part of that. As global ambassadors with a lifelong membership of the University of Dundee, you should always consider that this is your university. Take pride in that membership. Share your passion for the university and connection to the city of Dundee in the years ahead. As you step out into the world bearing your degree as a graduate and as an ambassador for the University of Dundee, know that we, your university community of fellow graduates, students, and staff, wish you the very best for your future. Graduation is a means by which we celebrate your achievements over all of your time here at the university. Never in our existence as a university have our graduates deserved that right to celebrate more than now. Thank you, everyone, and huge, huge congratulations to you all.
I have the pleasure of presenting the following students for the awards of Bachelor of Arts with Honours. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Art and Philosophy, Eve Dalgetty. Lily Davidson. Emma Doctor. Hannah Furstein. Amy Finley. Jock Law. Christina Petru. Hooligan Sadekson, Kate Wilson. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Fine Art, Emily Atkins, Kyle Beard, Chinoa Beattie, Louise Black, Andrea Butetzatu, Eva M. Brown, Iona Brown, Kirsten Brown, Zian Canave, Martha Cole, Rachel Kaur, Amy Dare, Rhiannon Dewar, Morven Ferguson, Michelle Fisher, Chloe Fleming, Chloe Gibson, Dewar Gill, Sarah Gillespie, Len Goatsey, Caitlin Hamilton, Rose Handley, Joan Hanson, Amy Harrison, Ellie Jameson, Holly Jameson, Anne Harrod Jones, Madeline Kay, Lauren Kelly, Eleanor Lawson, Ruby Leeson, Alicia Lewandowski, Heather MacDonald, Finley McIntosh. Robin Mark, Linda McCandlish, Owen McKee, Gabrielle Muscoutskite, Rowan Mitchell, Isla Morgan, Morgan Mowat, Natalie O'Neill, Rebecca Finn, Laura Porteous, Emma Ramsey, Lucy Robbie, Christina Sarholt, Abby Schooler, Miriam Seddon, Elvie Stedman, Rachel Steele, Dulcie Thomas, Ashley Traynor, Kathleen Thomas Watson, Emily Weaver, Romy White, Matilda Williams Kelly. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Visual Media with Game Design, Lisa Gillespie, Liam O'Meara, Stephen Tapley. Bachelor of Design with Honours, Animation, Morven Anderson, Matthew Anderson, Isaac Boardman, Francesca Broadbent, Claire Brown, Rebecca Brown, Hayley Brunton, Justina Butkovitz, Ellis Corrigan, Darren Cruz, Rebecca Daly, Bartosz Dudka, Neve Glendenning, Aaron Green, Adrian Halcrow, Alexandra Hurd, Mariam Jabir. Bethan Jones, Jennifer McAvoy, Faith McConnell, Jonathan Menzies Finnegan, Owen Mitchell, Sophie Osinski, Sarah Ray, Chloe Randall, Orrin Redford, Thomas Rind, Jack Smith, Callum Somerville, Ailey Sturrock, Patrick Voitas. Bachelor of Design with Honours, Graphic Design, Daniel Agnew, Fraser Anderson, Christina Antequera Lopez de Brinas, Carla Cassidy, Erin Chalmers, Palmira de la Cruz Reguera, Margot Victoria Dufour, Lisa Dyer, Rachel Gilpin, Emma Grady, Liam Jackson, Louise James, Kyle Lamond, Emily Lyle, Catherine McEwen, Michael Mackay, Ross Mackay, Yufeng Mao, Rachel Martin, Ewan Miller, Erin Morton, Titus Nagy, Dana Ritchie, Fraser Scott, Rachel Scott, Renee Simonini, Callum Stevenson, Ellie Sutherland, Caris Thompson, Heather Tullock, Chivo, Yu Ying Wang. Bachelor of Design with Honours Illustration, Georgia Bain, Isla Beaton, Murdoch Bishop, Afra Blunt, Finley Connolly, Georgina Kroll, Lucy Ford, Karen Gleeson, Andrea Henderson, Daisy Hutton, Lucy Jennings, Malgorzata Kepka, Jordan Langskill, Caitlin Maxwell, Charity May, Rachel McGregor, Kirsten Moore, Grace Nealons, Robin Owen, Angus Polkey, Fiona Smith, Jack Stamp, Lucy Steele, Vary Sutherland, Yogita Vasiliauskait, Talia Vasey, Natasha Younes. Bachelor of Design with Honours, Interior and Environmental Design. Neve Brownlee, Amy Campbell, Brooke Corley, Megan Doole, Rachel Fleming, Melissa Garvey, Zoe Grundy, Richard Lettuce, Catherine Luke, Freya MacLeod, Francesca Martino, Naomi Maguire, Victoria Morvaska, Eve Knock Barnes, Zoe Phillips, Sophie Tate, Kathleen Williams, Cara Wilson, Zakira Wong, Songshuan Yang. Bachelor of Design with Honours, Jewellery and Metal Design. Louise Colville, Amber Doughty, Julie Hutchison, Hannah Keddy, Catherine Mackenzie, Ben Marshall, Harlequin Morning, Tina Tang. Bachelor of Design with Honours Textile Design, Kathleen Barron, Rachel Black, Rebecca Black, Madeline Calder, Lucy Carey, Eve Crow, Ishbel Dixon, Emma Dobson, Hannah Doggett, Gemma Fraser, Lauren Gray, Jennifer Green, Sarah Hutton, Diva Keith, Humaira Ratzi Khan, Stephanie Mackay, Fern Murphy, Sophie Murray, Jane Neve, Charlotte Nielsen, Emily Norman, Eden Parks, Jennifer Russell, Caitlin Sparks, Corrie Stewart, and Tia Urquhart. Bachelor of Science with Honours. Bachelor of Science with Honours, Digital Interaction Design. Mun Chow, Kerry Graham, Yuwen Jin, Anne McCubbin, Matthew Milroy, Jack Roger, Anna Simpson, Angus Stevenson, Jingyi Zhang. Bachelor of Science with Honours, Product Design. Andrew Arthur, Megan Baxter, Alexander Bignon, Christopher Blair, Rachel Blair, Natasha Boys, Robert Bruff, Fatima Canas Jimenez, Elliot Cansfield, Jamie Carlisle, Katerina Carson, Sammy Corbett, Glenn Craig, Vary Crook, Sean Crooks, Mina Curran, Laura Ewan, Nicholas Fitzpatrick, Jack Fletcher, David Garrow, Sophie Gibb, Lewis Glitherow, Sophie Graham, Louise Gunn, Emily Hobson, Ethan Hunt, Liam Izzat, Lewis Jarvie, Aidan Johnston, Natasha Christiansen, Shona Mackay, Amy MacLeod, Olivia McKendrick Brown, Kathleen McKinley, Gareth McMurchie, Danielle Mendeth, John Miller, Ellis Minto, Anna Mitchell-Moore, Molly Nicholson, Jordan O'Brien, Christy Tucalo, Ewan Watt, Summer Wood, Megan Wright, Ross Young. Bachelor of Design. Bachelor of Design, Graphic Design, Catriona Merchant. A Bachelor of Design, Interior and Environmental Design, Mariano Benito. Bachelor of Design, Jewellery and Metal Design, Lena Warnier. Bachelor of Design, Textile Design, Bogumila Midstal. Bachelor of Science, Digital Interaction Design, Ryan Hosey. Doctor of Philosophy, Alejandra Ball. Daniel Heron. Sarah Nevy. Drew Walker.
Chancellor, I have the honour to invite you to confer the degrees upon all candidates who are graduating today.
Thank you, Principal. By the authority of Senate, I declare these degrees conferred, and I congratulate all the students receiving their degrees today. You've succeeded in difficult circumstances, But congratulations are also due to those who supported you, your family and friends, your household, and the members of the university who have helped you along the way. You're graduating in unusual times, in a pandemic, and you will have some stories to tell from your time in Dundee. If ever you hear future students complaining, you have stories to cap all their stories, and I trust you'll enjoy telling them too. I wish you all the very best for the future, and I declare this academic ceremony closed.